My Catholic faith is so important to me. I am a convert. I married a Catholic. If he were still with us, we would be married 31 years this year. But what I have learned about being a Catholic and what has made me understand how important my faith is the fact that I have a wonderful relationship with God. That relationship means I try my best. I want to be the best. But if I fall short, if I make mistakes, if I am not the best, I know that God loves me and accepts me. And that is so important because it gives you hope. It gives you hope that every day is a new day, that you get to try again. And that's what my Catholic faith has given me. In my daily living, well, I'm a mom with 2 kids and 1 grandkid. I am the General Counsel and Deputy General Manager of the Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority. That's my professional life. And I have a very active and full volunteer life. But in my daily life, what guides me is always desiring and always trying to treat others as I would want to be treated. To make sure that we consider and treat with respect and love the least of us. I think that is what we are charged to do. And one of the things my boss has said to me here is, Sheryl, I think of you as the conscience sometimes. Because as we go about making business decisions, what I turn to you for and what I hear from you is think about our neighbors. Let's treat them the way we would want to be treated. Put ourselves in the shoes of the people we serve. And that's how the Catholic faith, my Catholic faith, has impacted my professional life. It is the same thing I do in my volunteer activities. It is the way I've raised my children. I think it is so important, and we live our faith. And that's the way I live mine. There has been a time that God has really come through for me. And it was a very difficult and trying time of my life. In the span of 1 year, I lost a job. My mother-in-law, my kid's grandmother, was pronounced brain dead, and my husband had to go with his siblings to make a decision about the next step. Very difficult time for our family. In that same year, not long after that, my husband was the eldest of his siblings. A very healthy man, ran marathons, was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and died within 4 months of that diagnosis. I had to be strong for my family. I had to continue to work. My youngest was supposed to go visit colleges with her dad. They had looked forward to that. So I needed to step up and do that. And do all these things and make sure they were done in a way that met everyone's needs. My friends and family said, looking back at this time, how did you do this? How did you make it? And my response is, God was carrying me. Some days it was a day at a time, an hour at a time, a step at a time. But when I look back at what God enabled me to do to carry on, He had to be carrying me. So for me, that is a time that God came through for me and for my family and all those I love.